In the last episode, we have been introduced to the subject organometallic chemistry. We have also seen the detailed classification of organometallic compounds. We have seen the 18 electron rule and some of the physical properties of the organometallic compounds. At the end of the episode, we have seen about the metal carbonyls. In this episode, I am further going to give you the other organometallic compounds such as organolithium compound, organoaluminium compound, organomercury compound, organotin compound, and at the end of the lecture we will be learning about organotitanium compound. Let us start with the first one, that is organometallic compound of lithium. First is its preparation. How it is prepared? The organolithium compound is prepared by direct method in which the lithium metal reacts with organic halide in a suitable organic solvent. So, this is being represented by the following reactions in which the R may be any alkyl or aryl group. The organolithium compounds rapidly react with oxygen and moisture, and thus for their preparation dry solvent and apparatus should be used, and also air should be excluded by using an inert atmosphere. For inert atmosphere, generally dry nitrogen or argon gas is normally used. Further, lithium metal should be in reactive state, and thus its surface should be free from any corrosive product, usually metal oxide. Lithium is often stored in dry kerosene or benzene or toluene and is washed with dry hexane under inert atmosphere before it is used in the reaction. Another method of preparing the organolithium compound is by metal hydrogen exchange, also known as metallation. In this, the exchange of metal with hydrogen, known as metal hydrogen exchange and also called as metallation. In this process of metallation, which involves a nucleophilic attack of an organolithium reagent on the acid hydrogen. Organolithium compound can also be prepared by metal-metal exchange reaction. In this method, an organolithium reagent is used to prepare other organolithium compound of organic compounds. For example, phenyl lithium reacts with tetravinyltene in ether to generate vinyl lithium reagent. Here, tene bonded to vinyl moiety is exchanged by lithium bonded to phenyl. Similarly, allyl lithium can also be prepared. Let us see this reaction wherein the tene is being exchanged by lithium from phenyl lithium to give you the allyl lithium and other compound. After seeing the preparation of organolithium compound, let us concentrate towards their properties. Organolithium compounds are soluble in hydrocarbon such as hexane, ether, etc. They are highly volatile and can be sublimed in vacuum. They readily react with water and air and are often flammable. The high polarity of carbon lithium bond leads to strong association of organolithium moieties in their solid, liquid and gas states. Mostly lithium alkyl and aryl compound exist as aggregates in the solid solution and even in the gaseous state. In the solid state, methyl lithium and ethyl lithium exist as a tetramer. Methyl lithium is tetramer in diethyl ether and in THF, but insoluble in cyclohexane, toluene and benzene. Ethyl lithium exists as a hexamer in cyclohexane, toluene and benzene, but is tetramer in diethyl ether and in THF solution. Butyl lithium is also a tetramer in diethyl ether and THF, hexamer in toluene, benzene and cyclohexane. Phenyl lithium is a dimer in diethyl ether and in THF, and also it is the another compound of a lithium is a dimer. So, now let us understand the bonding and structure in the organolithium compound. Organolithium compound form oligomers of low molecular weight polymers. This oligomerization can be explained in terms of multicenter 2 electron bond. The structure of tetramer methyl lithium can be described in two ways. According to one description, lithium atom lie at the corner of the tetrahedron and 4 methyl groups are centered over the facial plane in mu3 modes. And according to second description, lithium and carbon atom occupy alternate corner of a cube and each methyl group is similarly bonded in mu3 mode. The structure of methyl lithium in tetramer form can be depicted in this figure according to one concept and according to other concept. Similarly, this is the structure of tetramer methyl lithium associated with the solvent THF moiety. This is example of phenyl lithium dimer. After seeing the organolithium compound, let us switch over to the another class of organometallic compound called organoaluminium compound. It can be prepared in a similar way, that is alkyl aluminum halide and aluminum alkyls can be synthesized by direct reaction of alkyl halide with aluminum. So, these two reactions shows how various alkyl and aryl aluminum compound can be prepared. Organoaluminium compound can be prepared in a laboratory by generally heating aluminum metal with diorganomercury, and this transfer of R group from mercury to aluminum is known as transmetallation. Here R may be alkyl or aryl group. This method requires that both organomercury and resulting organoaluminium compound are thermolabile. The unsymmetrical aluminum compound can be prepared by reaction of organoaluminium halide by reacting alkali metal hydrides, and which can be readily added to unsaturated hydrocarbons such as alkenes or alkynes. The reaction of dialkyl aluminum chloride with organolithium also gives unsymmetrical organoaluminium compounds. So, this reaction represents the formation of various alkyl and aryl aluminum compounds having symmetrical and unsymmetrical structures. Organoaluminium compounds are sensitive to air, water, alcohol and many other compounds. Despite the fact that these compounds are extremely susceptible to oxidation and hydrolysis and handling being hazardous, still they are industrially prepared on very large scale. Organoaluminium compound are generally liquid or low melting solids and are often miscible with hydrocarbon solvents. They are volatile at moderate temperature. Lower alkyls are extremely reactive liquids and are spontaneously flammable. The aluminum carbon and aluminum hydrogen bonds have considerable covalent character, although electronegativity suggests that bonds are polar. Organoaluminium compounds have tendency to oligomerize into dimers, trimers and even tetramers. To understand the structure of the organoaluminium compound, let us first take the trimethyl aluminum, which is a dimer in the solid as well as in the vapor state. Unlike trimethyl boron, which is a monomer, dimerization is attributed to bigger size of aluminum versus boron atom, which possesses less steric problem for the former than for the later element. The association nature of other organoaluminium compound is as follows. So, we have a triethyl aluminum, triphenyl aluminum, dimethyl aluminum halide, which are the dimer, but tributyl aluminum is monomer and dimethyl aluminum fluoride is a tetramer. So, these are the structure of various organoaluminium compounds. You can see some are the aryls as well as alkyl aluminum compounds. The next we will see the compounds of mercury. Again, it can be prepared by transmetallation reaction. Organolithium and organomagnesium reagents have been extensively used for the preparation of organomercury compounds by reacting them with mercury halide or other mercury salts. So, this reaction represents the transmetallation reaction in which the other metal ion is being replaced by mercury from the various mercury halides to give you organomercury compounds. Organometallic compounds of other metal like boron or tin etc. have also transferred organic groups to mercury for the preparation of organomercury compounds. So, these are the other examples in which the tin or boron is being replaced by mercury from their organometallic compounds to give you the organomercury compounds. The organomercury compound can also be prepared by mercury hydrogen exchange reaction known as mercuration. The replacement of hydrogen of an organic compound from any hydrocarbon by mercury is known as mercuration, and this process is electrophilic substitution reaction. For aliphatic hydrocarbons, it is limited to hydrocarbons with acidic hydrogen atom, and this process occurs readily with aromatic hydrocarbons. So, this is an example of mercuration reaction. This compound can also be prepared by decarboxylation. Organomercury compound can be prepared by decarboxylation of alkyl, aryl or heteroaryl carboxylates of mercury by thermal or UV irradiation methods. The presence of electronegative atoms present in the aryl or alkyl moiety bonded to mercury salt via oxygen atom as well as addition of donor solvent such as water, pyridine etc. facilitates the decarboxylation. So, these are the various reactions of decarboxylation which results various organomercury compound. The organomercury compound can also be prepared by insertion method. Organomercury compound can be prepared using azo compounds. Reaction of diazomethane with mercury chloride under mild condition in diethyl ether solvent involves insertion of methylene moiety between mercury and chlorine. Organomercury compound can also be prepared by insertion method. In this, the azo compound is used to prepare organomercury compound. Reaction of diazomethane with mercury chloride under mild condition in diethyl ether solvent involves insertion of methylene group between mercury and chlorine. So, this reaction represents the insertion method to prepare organomercury compound. After seeing the preparation of organomercury compound, let us concentrate towards their property. Organomercury compound such as alkyl mercury halide, where halide can be chloro, bromo or iodo, or pseudohalide such as cyanide or thiocyanide, or other anion such as hydroxide etc. are solid compound and are soluble in various organic solvents such as methanol, ethanol etc. But when anion is nitrite or sulphate, the compounds are salt like with weak mercury anion covalent interaction. Dialkyl and diaryl mercury compound are colorless solids, while dialkyl compounds are liquid or low melting solids. Diaryl mercury compound are usually solids. Their solubility in water is limited, and in general they are unaffected by water and react very slowly with air. After seeing this, let us see the structure and bonding of this compound. The geometry around mercury center in its dialkyl mercury compound is linear or bent. The structure of dimethyl mercury is expected to be linear, similar to bis trifluoromethyl mercury. Similarly, RHGX compounds where X is halide or pseudohalide are linear or bent. In compound in which X is like acetate, then carbon mercury X angle varies according to how strongly X is binding to mercury. So, these are the structure of some organomercury compounds. Now, let us understand the chemistry of organotene compound. First, let us see about their preparation. Mono, di, tri and tetra organoderivatives of tetravalentene are known, while divalentene formed only dialkyl derivative. A brief account of methods of preparation is described in the following sections. In general, tin carbon bond can be formed by 4 different methods as shown in the following figure. You can see that how tin carbon bond is formed by various 4 different methods. Let us see about the properties of this organotene compound. Tetraalkyl and tetraaryl organotin compounds are usually liquids or solids. They are thermally stable up to 200 degrees centigrade. They do not react with air or water rapidly, but rather very slowly they are degraded to inorganic tin compound. Their melting point vary over a wide range depending on the type of organic group bonded to tin atom. Organotin halides are generally soluble in organic solvents when halide is chloro or iodo, and are insoluble when it is fluoro. Again, they are insoluble in water except some methyl tin halide, where halide can be chloro or iodo. In solution and in gas state, organotin halides exist as a monomer. Let us see the structure and bonding in organotin compound. Organotin compound of type alkyl tin trihalide or dialkyl tin dihalide or trialkyl tin halide and tetraalkyl tin generally have simple tetrahedral geometry or some distortions in geometry due to unequal bond length and angles, which may be due to packing effect in the solid state. So, following figure represents the structure of various organotin compounds, which are generally monomer and having tetrahedral structure. Let us now understand the chemistry of the organotitanium compound. Organometallic compound of titanium metal can be broadly classified into three main categories, namely compounds with titanium carbon sigma bond, compounds with titanium carbon pi bonds, and compounds with both sigma and pi bonds. Let us see. Several of organotitanium compound contains sigma and pi bonded cyclopentadienyl ligand, probably due to their higher thermal and kinetic stability and ease and their preparation. Organometallic compound of titanium in oxidation state 3, 2 and 0 are also known. A major interest in organotitanium compound is due to their importance in Ziegler-Natta alkene polymerization reactions. First, see the preparation of compound having titanium carbon sigma bond. Reaction of trichlorotitanium with dimethyl aluminum chloride in hexane formed methyl titanium trichloride, a simplest member of the series. The addition of excess NaCl is necessary to complex this compound as insoluble salt. So, it is being represented in these reactions. So, let us now see the preparation of organotitanium compound with titanium carbon sigma as well as pi bond. The preparation of this compound was done somewhere around 1956, but gave poor yield. However, this can be conveniently prepared in a good yield with high purity using methyl lithium. This reaction represents the formation of titanium carbon compound having sigma as well as pi bond. The another reaction of titanium carbon compound having sigma and pi bond is also depicted in this figure, in which the beta hydrogen elimination reaction is shown. Let us now see the compound of titanium in low valence state, that is in oxidation state 3, 2 as well as 0. The stable organometallic compound of titanium are those having at least one pi bonded cyclopentadienyl ring. The reduction of compound with zinc powder in dry THF forms paramagnetic compound, and coordinated THF can be removed by heating the complex under vacuum at 120 degree centigrade. So, this reaction represents the formation of organotitanium compound in which the titanium is in lower valence state. The another example of this compound is also given, in which the solvent toluene and heptane is used and the reaction condition is 50 degree centigrade. The paramagnetic bis-cyclopentadienyl titanium chloride can be prepared by various methods. The bromide or iodide analogous can be made either by reduction with aluminum method or by halide exchange using boron trihalide. The compound with substituted cyclopentadienyl ring are also similarly prepared. Paramagnetic monomeric compound have been prepared by reacting lithium alkyl or aryl or Grignard reagent using dimeric bis-cyclopentadienyl titanium chloride. This all reaction is being depicted in this figure. Let us now see the properties of organotitanium compound. Organotitanium compounds are soluble in various organic solvents such as ether, THF, benzene, etc. The compounds are liquids, low melting solids, and some are high melting solids. The air, moisture and thermal stability also vary from compounds to compound depending on the nature of organic compound and other groups bonded to titanium. Every compound requires a specific handling and some are explosive also. Let us see the structure and bonding in this compound. Organotitanium compounds have both sigma bonded as well as pi bonded or both sigma and pi bonded R groups. The structure of sigma bonded compound of type R-TiX3 or R2-TiX2 or R3-TiX and R4-Ti having single TiX bond are expected to be tetrahedral or distorted tetrahedral similar to tin compound. The structure determination using X-ray crystallography are known only for limited number of compounds. So, this figure depicts the structures of various organotitanium compounds. As you can see, similar to the tin compound, they are also mostly tetrahedral and they are monomer. This also represents the structure of alkyl or titanium carbon sigma bonded, pi bonded and both sigma as well as pi bonded compound. This figure also represents the structure of organotitanium compounds. So, in this lecture we have seen the organometallic compound of lithium, aluminum, mercury, tin as well as titanium. Earlier we have seen the carbonyl compounds and the introduction and properties as well as 18 electron rule of organometallic compound. With this we complete the unit of organometallic chemistry.